Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 things to do in Dubai. These are my 5 personal favorite things that I've done on my wonderful trip to Dubai, which I took last month, maybe the month before, something like that. But anyways, I just want to share my experience with you guys of this trip. So for the first thing we're going to be talking about in today's video, that's going to be the Dubai Mall. The Dubai Mall truly speaks for itself, and it has many different shops and restaurants to choose from. For those of you who love eating at restaurants, you're not going to go hungry at the Dubai Mall. There are many different food options to choose from, and yeah. For those of you who love shopping, you're also in luck. There are many different shops to choose from at this wonderful mall. For those of you who don't really care about this kind of stuff, there are also many other things to entertain you, such as an aquarium which features really large fish tanks. You'll find many different sharks and tons of cool other fish to look at and learn about. Now, this aquarium is really nice. I just had a look through one of the fish tanks on the outside. There was a pretty long line, considering that this aquarium is pretty nice. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is indeed Wafi. Wafi is a wonderful Lebanese restaurant. Now, in terms of ambiance, the restaurant is meh, kind of okay, definitely not amazing, but the food truly speaks for itself, and it's absolutely delicious. It's definitely one of the nicest Mediterranean restaurants that I've been to in terms of food. We had pita bread, hummus baba ganoush, lebanese, fried cauliflower, I think, and fattoush. I'm not really a big fan of fattoush, but this fattoush was absolutely delicious, and I'd highly recommend getting it. There are 3 parts to sit at this Wafi Lebanese restaurant. 1 outside by the Dubai Fountain area, 2 in the main part of the restaurant, and 3 in the mall area. I highly recommend sitting outside by the fountain show, because then you can enjoy the view of the fountain show, which occurs every 30 minutes. At night, the Burj Khalifa also lights up during the fountain show, and that just makes the fountain show even nicer, so if it's at night, I highly recommend coming and seeing the Burj Khalifa fountain show. The one spot that I would not sit at in this restaurant would be the main part of the restaurant, because with all the food preparations going on, it smells a bit weird, kind of like a busy Mediterranean spot, and it's definitely not a good smell. So there are many different types of seats in this part of the restaurant, so just try to sit as far from the kitchen area as possible, if that is even possible. So, yeah, that is the Dubai Mall. There's one small thing that I want to mention about this mall, which I will do. Small thing that I want to talk about is that if you're at the Dubai Mall, and for all the items that you buy, you also have to pay taxes, which you can get back as a refund. Now, that refund you can get back, try to get it back at the mall. I would not wait to get it back at the airport, because if you try to get it back at the airport, they're going to ask for all those items that you purchased, not only your receipt, and those items, those checked-in goods, you might have already checked them in, so you're not going to be able to get your money back unless you show what you bought. So I highly recommend trying to get your money back at the mall instead. The second thing that we're going to be talking about in today's video is to experience the Burj al Arab, world's only 7-star hotel, without actually staying there. So step 1 is you guys take a tour of the royal suite at the Burj al Arab. You guys could take a tour of the royal suite even if you're not staying there. And the royal suite's really nice. It feels really nice. There's lots of gold in the royal suite. One of the many highlights of this wonderful suite is that you can notice the really nice views over the amazing Dubai city. The royal suite's also enormous in size. It honestly feels more like a couple $1 million mansion rather than an actual hotel suite, which I think, in my personal opinion, is pretty epic. They also have a studio there to commemorate your visit to the tour of the Burj al Arab. There is also dates and Arabic coffee there. This was the first time I had Arabic coffee, and I absolutely loved it. Highly recommend going with it. And the royal suite at the Burj al Arab, just a really nice spot. Now, this is a group tour. That is something to keep in mind. And if you're also scared of heights, I would suggest to not look out the window at the royal suite, because it's just going to scare you. I kind of felt a bit scared at first looking all the way down, because the hotel, it's just really tall, and believe me, it's not really the most fun or the most satisfying thing to look down there, because, it's, very far beneath you. So that's just something to mention. Now, after touring the Royal Suite and after experiencing the wonderful stuff that it has to offer, you guys could stay at the Burj al Arab for lunch. Now, there is a good restaurant I recommend there. It's called a Sal Restaurant. It's right by the water, like the pool area at the Burj al Arab. And the Sal Restaurant, actually, they have Manchego croquettes and truffle pizza. Those are the two highlights I've had there. I've also had a raspberry mocktail. Can't remember the important details or features about that mocktail, but the important thing that I do remember is that it was really good. It was a raspberry mocktail. Highly recommend getting it if you can find it on the menu. It's like a mocktail with raspberry and like mint. Can't remember what it was, but whatever it was really good. So after going on the tour of the Royal Suite at Burj Al Arab, make sure to stay at the hotel to have lunch at the Sal restaurant. And after that, maybe you guys could stay at the beach, because like there is a beach by the Burj Al Arab, which seems pretty nice, though I didn't go there on my visit to Dubai. And at night, even if you're not staying at the hotel, you guys can also go to the rooftop for drinks. I think they have like alcoholic drinks there. My parents said that they went there and they absolutely loved the experience. They said it was an experience of a lifetime. And yeah, that's just one recommendation I might have. From my parents, of course, because I wasn't able to experience it. But whatever it was, it seems pretty epic. And at nighttime, you could go to the rooftop and just order a drink and, well, chill out, have some fun. Believe me, you'll absolutely love that experience. The third thing we're going to be talking about is the Al Fahidi tour, walking city tour in Dubai. Al Fahidi is an incredibly beautiful spot to walk around in old Dubai. A really nice spot. We took a boat across this river to like get to the gold souk and like the spice market area of Al Fahidi in Dubai. It cost 1 AED to cross the river. Obviously, if you want your own boat, it'll be slightly more expensive. But still, it's really nice to see what life in old Dubai was like. We checked out these boats which were used for the pearl diving purpose, and also checked out the Al Fahidi Fort, as well as one of the largest mosques in the United Arab Emirates. We checked out another shop that had these really cool Turkish lamps. I included that in my video about the old Dubai walking city tour, and my GoPro died. That was probably the worst thing about this tour. After that, nothing really happened. We just continued to check out the gold souk a bit more. It kind of did rain a little, so I didn't really want to film because I didn't want to get my GoPro wet or damaged. So yeah, that's what happened with the old Dubai walking city tour. I highly recommend Al Fahidi. You guys could go with your own guide. It's just a really beautiful spot, whether you want to walk, take some pictures, make a video like I did, or just even hang out, relax, or enjoy the wonderful opportunities that it has to offer. Check out the Gold Souk, and yeah. The fourth thing we're going to be talking about in the video is the Desert Safari. Now, the Desert Safari was one of my favorite excursions we did in Dubai. I believe that you guys could go camping there at night, but we didn't because we're vegetarians, and a lot of the options they had at this, like, camping thing in the desert were a lot of, like, meat-based dishes, and we also did not have the time to do it anyway. But even though we didn't do that, it was still really fun. We checked out the camel farm, which was pretty cool. Also, rode ATVs in the desert. It was my first time piloting a motor vehicle, which is pretty cool. And we went dune dashing. That was also a first time for me. Depending on where you are living or staying or hanging out in Dubai, it could be an hour or an hour and a half from your hotel in Dubai. In our case, it was about an hour away from our hotel, but it's still worth that hour-long drive. I slept for most of the drive when going to the desert, but it was just a really nice environment. Very hot and very humid, so I'd highly recommend to bring lots of water with you in that case. And for the fifth thing we're going to be talking about in the video is the Burj Khalifa. This was probably my favorite excursion we had in Dubai, and I'm going to tell you why right now. So with the Burj Khalifa, first things first, you guys want to purchase your tickets for this Burj Khalifa thing before you go to Dubai. You could also purchase the VIP Sky tickets, or you could purchase the regular tickets. We had the VIP Sky tickets, so we were able to access the VIP Sky Lounge before going up. The VIP Sky Lounge is nothing special. There's a bunch of like seats. There's like everyone's like crammed into a room. It's not really like an airport lounge where they serve refreshments, drinks, and where they have a bathroom and everything. It's pretty simple. Not really the nicest lounge. If it were an airport lounge for that matter, it would probably be the worst airport lounge that I've been to. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is about the tourist attractions in Dubai that I recommend. So the Burj Khalifa, it's the world's tallest building, as you guys might know. Really nice. We went to the 148th floor. We were able to enjoy the view. It was the highest I've been on land, so I was a bit scared to look down. On the 148th floor, they were serving refreshments and drinks, such as Arabic coffee, and light snacks, such as these really good date cookies, which I did highlight in my video. You guys could check that out later. Our guide, his name was Waleed. He was a really nice man. He even took my GoPro and introduced everyone. Well, not really introduced, but he took my GoPro, showed himself, and pretty much a lot of other people we were with in the video. The Burj Khalifa also has the world's fastest elevators, which I think is pretty cool. Though it doesn't really feel like a roller coaster, it's still really interesting to learn about the Burj Khalifa and like its history. Whilst we were like walking and going up, there were walls that showed its history and like walls that showed the timeline of the building's construction, which I personally think is pretty cool. And yeah, that was the Burj Khalifa, the fifth thing that we were talking about in this video. So these are the top 5 things I highly recommend you guys should do in Dubai. Hopefully, if you guys are looking to take a trip to Dubai, if you guys have already been, or if you guys just want something fun to do in Dubai, or if you already live in Dubai and you're bored, you guys might know what to do if you're looking to go or hang out. These are my 5 personal favorite things that I did in this wonderful city, and hopefully this video helps you out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really want to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so please click that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll see you guys another time. Bye.